There are things we take for granted. So much, we don't even ask why they exist. One of them is taxes. We were taught they're necessary, that they're the price of living in a society. That without taxes, there'd be no hospitals, no schools, no roads. But what if that's only part of the story? What if taxes are something very different from what we've been told? Let's look at it from another angle. Imagine you work. You produce something with your time, your energy, your knowledge, and before you even decide what to do with what you created, someone else claims it. Someone who didn't work for it, didn't risk anything, didn't dream it, just demands it. We call it the state. But in truth, it's a structure that reserves the right to take a portion of what you produce. By force, without asking, without giving you a choice. Is that solidarity or coercion? If something is obtained by obligation, can it still be fair? The difference between cooperation and submission is not the end, it's the means. And taxes aren't a voluntary contribution. They are a mandate, an imposition. It's in the name. What's more, even when you don't pay directly, you're still paying. When you buy, when you sell, when you receive a service, when you transfer, there's always an invisible hand, taking a piece. And if you don't comply, there are fines, seizures, prison. At what point did we agree that this was normal? They made us believe that questioning taxes is selfish, that only the greedy refuse to pay. But no one talks about efficiency, corruption, cronyism, waste, privileges paid for with what's taken from you. The problem isn't contributing. The problem is not being able to choose how. In a truly free society, value flows by choice, not by threat. Cooperation doesn't need whips. It needs trust, voluntariness, purpose. And you know what's most powerful? When you stop accepting coercion as the basis for order, everything begins to shift. You realize there can be services without a state, help without bureaucracy, infrastructure without debt, community without centralization. That's already happening. Slowly, quietly, from the edges. And yes, Bitcoin is part of that transformation. It represents value without confiscation, transfers without permission, savings without devaluation, exchange without forced intermediaries. But today we're not going to talk about that. Today we leave just one question. Is it ethical to serve others? By first being stripped yourself? Next time someone says, taxes are the price of living in society, ask who set the price. And what happens if you disagree? Because the real danger is not that they charge you. It's that they don't let you say no. As my grandfather used to say, nothing taken by force can be called civilization.